This is Kiran again. As promised yesterday, I'm going to talk about Chilejit today. Well, Chilejit maybe in general, but Himalayan Chilajit in particular, because we are dealing in Himalayan Chilajit, which is considered to be the best Chilajit in the world. Yes, in the world. Now, what's the reason for that? I'll come to that. But before that, I just want to touch a little bit on history. It's almost 3,000, 4,000 years ago when Chilejit was discovered. And how was it discovered? In the Himalayan ranges, the villages which are on the border, and that's where people, that's the villagers, they noticed some monkeys licking things, something black in the mountains, and things going on in the caves, outside the caves, and they noticed that these monkeys were living much longer than the average monkeys who are not getting this kind of black tar to lick at in other parts of the country, and I'm talking about India, Himalayan ranges, where it was discovered first. And it's been known that it's been the first place to have discovered Chilajit. And that's how slowly villagers started licking up and tasting this obnoxious, horrible tasting black tar-like substance. And some proofs are there. The villagers there live much longer. Himalayan ranges are across from China to Tibet, India, Nepal, Pakistan. And there's a place in Pakistan called the Hunza Valley. It's got a population maybe of 50,000 people, but their longevity and their lifespan is like 160 years old people. It's not common, but 100 years plus, 120 years is pretty common, especially among the women. Hunza Valley people have incorporated Chilajit into their daily lives, and they have very good memory. Their women at 65 also can deliver a child. Yes, it's surprising and shocking, but true. And there is enough data to support my claim that they can live up to, the women deliver up to 65 years. And that's the kind of effect Chilajit has. They've incorporated, as I said, in their daily diet. And what is in Chilajit? There's a substance called fulvic acid. Fulvic acid is the biggest component of minerals, what you call trace minerals. I'll come to that in a while. So what is the composition, and why is Himalayan Chilajit considered to be the best among Russian Chilajit, which is where the Altai mountains are there, Siberian Chilajit, Afghanistan Chilajit, and now even in America it is being harvested. The reason mainly is because of the fulvic acid, as I said, about the trace minerals. But mainly it is other things like proteins, lipids, and steroids and carbohydrates. I'm talking about good steroids, so not harmful steroids. So basically, fulvic acid in Himalayan Chilajit, especially in the Kumaon region of India, has got the highest fulvic acid, 21.4%, as compared to in Pakistan, 15.5%, Russia, 19%. So Russia, Altai Chilajit has got 19%. It's better than the other two, Nepal or Pakistan region. I'm not sure about the figures of the Chinese fulvic acid for the time being. Right. The main five benefits of Chilajit are it enhances the memory, it helps to improve heart health, it fights aging, as I just gave you an example of the Hunza Valley people, and many others as well are there. And it increases the sperm count, especially in males. It helps in women fertility as well, but it helps especially in sperm count for men. And it boosts the energy levels and vitality levels. These are the main 5 things. And I guess for healthy aging, these 5 things are really important. Our memory lapses, and with age, and we are having heart problems or, other organs problems. And this is all because we don't have enough mineral replacement in our bodies. We sweat, we shed weight, we do all those things, but we never try to replace our minerals. And it is these minerals that are so important to be replaced. I'll come back to that. I've got 18 benefits incredible benefits of Chilejit, which I've put in a blog on my website. You can read it there if you feel like, and you want much more detail, you can read there. And there's also an article on carbon 60, but that I'll take another session for that. So coming back to the benefits of Chilejit and how it is to be taken. First of all, I'll just show you what it is like. I'm sure most of you have seen on my page, but I'm going to show you again here. So this is what our Himalayan Chilajit looks like. This is pure Himalayan Chilajit A grade, and it's got almost 45% Chilejit. The higher the mountains from where it is picked, the Chilejit, the more the fulvic acid content. The gold Chilejit can be up to 50% fulvic acid, but this one has about 45%, and this is also considered to be the highest grade, generally speaking. It's found between 14,000 feet to 16,000 feet high in the mountains. Sorry, just excuse me. Right. And the biggest test for a good pure Chilejit is that it should dissolve immediately. All you need for a dose of Chilejit is nothing more than this. And I'm going to dissolve it. The test is that it should dissolve completely. No particles are left. And so while this is dissolving, we're going to just wait. Ideally use a wooden spoon. And so this beautiful dark liquid is how you take it. Well, I don't mind. I take it like this. Neat. If you are able to take a bitter gourd or anything bitter you like, well, you don't need to put it in water then. And you get this burst of energy as soon as you take it. So here is this golden liquid, and you can see it's almost dissolved completely. The spoon is totally clean. This is one of the tests of a pure Chilejit, that there are no particles left. Okay, and this is our packing. This is how we pack it. This is a 15 gram, and it's got about 150 doses. Usually it's recommended that you take as big as a rice grain or as big as a pea size, small pea size, but you should start from a rice grain size, because first you want to know whether it suits you or not, and ideally so that it gets absorbed properly, you should take it 2 hours before or 2 hours after eating. Don't have it with a meal at all, and try and have it about 2 hours before sleeping or early morning when you get up. There is no hard and fast rule. You can take it anytime as long as it's not with food. As I said, about 2 hours gap should be there. So this is our packing for 15 gram, but we do packing of up to 1 kilo also, and we can do it in gold grade or we can do it in this grade A, gold grade, and we don't do anything else because below 14,000 feet, the purity is not that guaranteed and there's less fulvic acid. Right, I'm going to quickly go through the benefits, and as I said, you can read it later. There are 85 minerals in Shilajit, more than 85, and those that our body needs. So besides fulvic acid, there's also humic acid. You see what gets into the soil. Humic acid, you find it in good soils also. And sometimes to make the better plants grow better, you put humic acid also. Humic acid, yes. And so the benefits are like it improves fertility, as I mentioned, sperm count, erectile dysfunction, sex drive and libido. If you want to increase it, that's how you should go. Take a little bit of Shilajit. You can see the effect within 5 to 10 days. Other is the fulvic acid, as I told you. It's got minerals like zinc, copper, selenium, magnesium, manganese, especially for the skin. Copper and manganese are just great. Radiant skin, good smooth skin, and so it just helps. Now fulvic acid is sometimes being used as a face mask by women. Many beauty parlors are doing it because they found that the minerals, how they affect the inflammation or burns and bruises. You can apply it to a burn or a bruise and see how quickly, other than those completely opposite to those tubes you get for burn or bruises, it can be applied on a daily basis and the marks will go. So that's an external application as well. So there's a big saying that what you can't eat, you should not apply to your face because it has to be pure. It helps in detoxing the body. The main thing is it regenerates your cells, replaces the bad cells, removes the bad radicals, damaged cells, and helps to make new cells. And this regeneration helps in brain, neurons, and in memory. So you get better sleep with it. It's cardioprotective, as I mentioned earlier, and it's immunity and the immune system and the anti-toxic, anti-stress, anti-inflammatory. It's bacteria static. It doesn't let the bacteria penetrate in the cells if you start having it on a regular basis. It's called a super antioxidant. And life longevity, as I've given you example of Hansa Valley people, it is said that it helps in anti-tumor activity, but the biggest thing they have found is that it helps to find cancer, but there is no concrete evidence yet. However, for Alzheimer's disease, they have found it helps to cure, it helps to fight, and if you take it early on, you can avoid it completely. So that's our Shilajit, Himalayan Chilajit, the best. At the moment, we are selling it for $48 after the 20% Diwali discount. It's for $48 US, 15 grams. And if it is in India, there's no shipping at all, as well as it's rupees 3,500 only. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, please send them to me and I shall reply to your queries. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.